We are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Starting on the ground with Herbert.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
To throw is Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce.
That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
On third down, here's Richardson.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth.
Richardson on fourth down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. 2nd down, here's Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Taylor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Here's Taylor again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Look at the big fella go. He's got room past the 30, and he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big play there for Indy. 54 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action with Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Richardson.
It's complete to Brown, right side. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
To return is McKenzie. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Taylor.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
52-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
A give left side here for Herbert.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Forced out to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Off play action, Richardson.
And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now it's Richardson.
He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Richardson off the play fake.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Flush to his right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Richardson. He finds Pierce. It's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
36-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
There, Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before half. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Richardson to throw off play action. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Racing to the end zone.
And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Herbert is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
So nothing doing there, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to...
Touchdown, Bears!
Deontay Foreman, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
For the 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it.
That's caught. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in. 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10, Fields again.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. McKenzie now to return it. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Play action. Now Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 60 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This is caught. Touchdown! Mo Alley-Cox, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are able to widen their advantage.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
To throw is Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Fields going to change things up here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
They'll try again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Fields going to keep it running right.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
So he stopped for no gain. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
They'll run with Herbert. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
from 13 yards out.
And the Bears get a bit closer. Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that's